Hi, friends of Alpha Generation. Now we have a very special guest, and he's very famous right now in Kalianda. So please meet Charlie from US. Hey. Okay, now we will conduct small talk. Yeah, and I will give you some questions.
Okay.
Okay. So the first question is for the starter. So I want you to introduce yourself. Maybe some of us here might not knowing you. So I want you to introduce yourself, where you're from, and then what's your background. So what's the program you're currently enrolling in SMA 1? And like what's your actually mission there?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. My name is Charlie Cushman.
Yeah, okay.
I'm from Los Angeles, California,
Oh, Los Angeles.
in the United States, and I went to Georgetown University in Washington D.C. But right now I'm in Indonesia doing a Fulbright grant through AMINEF, which is the American Indonesian Exchange Foundation. So I'm an English teaching assistant, and I'm in Kalianda. I've been here for 8 months now, and I leave next week, which is really sad. But it's been a lot of fun and getting to work with all the students. I teach in 8 different classes at SMA 1, and in the program there's 17 people from America, but they're all across the country in Indonesia.
Ah, that sounds exciting. Okay, so let's move to the next question. So how would you describe students' enthusiasm and students' excitement in SMA 1? And if you don't mind, could you share us one memorable moment, one of your most exciting moment with the students?
They're very good students. A lot of them are here.
Okay.
I think that a lot of students are excited to learn English. Maybe not all of them.
Okay.
But a lot of them are. Poetry keeps going like this.
Some of them just yes, no, and just nodded.
Yeah. Well, I think it's hard because, like, in Kalianda or in Indonesia, you don't really use English outside of school a lot, right?
Okay.
So maybe some students don't really see the point in learning it, but there's definitely a lot of students who are excited and motivated to learn. I've had a lot of memorable moments.
Just one.
Maybe.
Just one. It could be the most hilarious. It's okay.
Most hilarious. I don't know. Maybe one of the highlights was our storytelling competition in December. Poochie was a competitor. Uri was a competitor. I don't think you guys were.
Yeah.
Oh, you were. Sorry, yes. But you were, right?
Right.
Yeah, okay. A lot of them were in the competition. And it was a lot of fun because they made their own original stories in English and illustrated the books, and then they memorized the story and told it, which most people could not do that in their native language. So it's very impressive to tell a story in a foreign language. So I'm very proud of them for that.
All right.
That was good.
Very good. Okay, now let's get to the very serious question. So, in your own perspective, how would you describe the overall English proficiency in Indonesia? Maybe you have heard some data, or maybe you have heard some thoughts that that's the language English limitation. Like it's difficult to it's also difficult to students in Indonesia to understand and to learn and also to speak English. So what do you think are the obstacles that limit their progress in achieving higher level English proficiency?
Well, I can't really speak for all of Indonesia.
Because you only have experience in Kalianda, right? You don't have like a complete bigger picture, like.
Yeah, I mean, I've traveled around some places in Indonesia, and I think that in the places where people speak really good English are very touristy spots. And so I think that's like the biggest obstacle is that in a lot of places in Indonesia, there's no exposure to English speakers.
Yeah.
Like you don't meet people who speak English, so there's not really a reason to learn English.
Another that I saw, there is a huge inequality in students who live in the city and the student who live in the village or remote areas. Like in the student who stay in the city, like they got a lot of exposure to English, whether from their schools and from their teacher, while the student who live in remote area, they just get difficult access, even just to get phone like that, or maybe to get book, or maybe to get a very well experienced teacher like that. So
Yeah.
what's your thought on that?
I mean, yeah, again, I don't really know for all of Indonesia, but I think Kalanda is more of maybe a small town, I
Yeah.
would say. And so,
So Kalenda it's a town, right? It's not
yeah,
a city.
not a big city.
Not a big city.
So
Don't say Kalenda City. You always say Kalenda City. Kalenda town.
well, I guess it is a city, but it's smaller than like Bandar Lampung.
Okay.
I guess if your question is like the difference in English
Yep.
level, I think that it's hard because there's not a lot of native English speakers, and a lot of the teachers are also not native speakers at school. So it's hard for students to hear and practice their
But do you
English.
see there's a hope? Do you see
Yeah.
there is a hope even for students who live in a remote area? For
Yeah,
them, okay.
Yeah, definitely. I think especially with social media and phones.
Sure.
I mean, I think everyone has a phone here. Even if you live in a very remote spot, I think
Okay.
in the whole world, a lot of people now have smartphones. And that's a very good tool. You can use it to
Okay.
watch YouTube or Netflix or TikTok,
Okay.
or I know some people play video games, and all those are ways that you can like get exposed to native English without actually meeting someone.
Okay.
So I think of all the students who speak really good English, most of them have said they
Okay.
learned or practiced with something digital.
Okay.
So, most students won't become very, very good at English just by their classes at high school. You need to practice.
Exactly. Okay, now it will be the last question. So, speaking on phone, like you just previously mentioned, now we live in the world of AI, right? I remember reflect on my personal journey when I learned English. I did remember that I had to open my dictionary one by one. I need to memorize them. Now we have AI, we have ChatGPT that helps students faster in learning English. So, do you see that AI tools will help students, will accelerate the process of learning, or it will make student depends on it?
Yeah.
Okay, that will be the last question.
That's a big question. I don't think anyone knows the answer to it. I would say AI is a double-edged sword.
Double-edged sword.
Do you know that expression?
Sword.
That's an English.
Pedang bermata dua. In Indonesia, pedang bermata dua.
It means there's some good parts, some bad parts.
Okay.
So I think some good parts are you can practice with AI in ways that you can't before. I met someone who said that he talks to like an AI, like ChatGPT, and you can have a conversation by speaking. So if you don't know anyone who you can practice English with, if you just use your phone and it can talk back to you, that's a very good way to practice. But also, I think it can be negative because people just translate everything and you don't actually learn it.
Okay.
So, and it's not like just for people learning English. That's every language. For me learning Indonesian too, it's easy if you just put it in translator.
Okay. It was actually the last question, but the last again. So what is your tips for student who wants to be well proficiency in English, especially because in our English course, our main program is encouraging students to develop their English speaking skill. It's not English grammar skill, but English speaking skill. And again, to speak English is much harder we maybe can understand when native speakers speak to us, or when there's a text or written something like that, we can understand them. But when it comes to speak, it's like a huge mountain to climb. So what do you think? Maybe just one tip for students to improve their English speaking skill. Yeah. Especially for non-native speaker.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I agree. I think it's important to learn more, practice speaking. I know sometimes at school it's too focused on grammar, and that doesn't really help you speak it. I think a tip would just be to practice as much as you can.
Okay.
Maybe find a friend that also speaks some English and tell each other that for 1 hour a day, you just will speak English. And it will be really hard, but it's good practice. Especially because if you need to like practice how to work your way around things. If you don't know a specific word in English, use other words to explain it.
Okay.
You know,
That's called paraphrasing, right?
Yeah, like it's sort of like that, or like I do that with Indonesian. If I don't know the exact word, I can say, if you don't know the word for table, you can say the thing that you put your drink on.
Yeah, exactly.
So you can you can make people understand even if you don't know the word.
Yeah. Because the most important thing is understanding each other, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now we come to the Q&A session. Maybe two question. Okay, two questions. And please ask in English. Try your English. Okay, two question. Zaira? Uri? Oh, Zaira. In English, yeah? Okay, but you need to introduce yourself, actually. Yeah. Speak from there.
Okay, let me introduce myself. My name is Zahira. Zahira.
Okay.
Or maybe you can call me Zia. I want to ask you, what is your culture shock?
In Indonesia.
Yeah, when you arrive in Kalianda.
Okay. Not Indonesia, but
Yeah,
Kalianda.
not Indonesia, but in Kalianda.
Okay.
I don't know. It was a long time ago now. I've been here for 8 months. I think one thing is that it's Kalianda and all of Indonesia is a lot more communal than America. Like people want to know more information about you than people in America do. So there's a lot more questions here. Like everyone always asks where you're going or what are you doing.
It's called kepo.
Yeah.
Kepo.
Or
kepo.
or people ask like, what's your religion? Or are you married? Or all that. So yeah. So in America, those are all things that people don't ask you ever. So it was a little.
Did you remember when I brought you to Pondok Pesantren Islamic boarding school? Like a lot of students carrying you and ask you.
That always happens. It's not just there, everywhere.
Maybe because you orang asing ya.
You're a foreigner.
Yeah.
Not from Indonesia. So.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe. Yeah, definitely. There were a ton of people who always want to take photos. And, I feel like a celebrity, which is sometimes a little bit weird. Or I feel like I'm just normal, but everyone wants to know me.
Okay. Now.
Yeah, good question.
Okay, good question. Good question, Zahira. And then one last question. Okay. Come on. In English, yeah. If you don't ask question, I will point you.
Uh-oh.
In 5 countdown, if you don't raise your hand, my finger will point you.
I always
Just get ready.
You're so shy now.
I don't.
Jasmine's never shy. She always talks in class.
Come on. My finger cannot stop. I'll go to Billy.
Okay, first introduce myself. My name is Billian, and you can call me Billy.
Okay.
And I want to ask about student life, both Indonesian and American. I want to ask about the student life in America and student life in Indonesia. What the difference from American student and Indonesian student like pra belajarnya gitu, Fir.
In learning process.
Like learning process from Indonesian or American.
Okay.
One big difference is that in America, maybe I told some of you this, that the students you rotate classes. So it means that like you would take maybe your biology class with some students in the classroom over there, and then you go to your math class, and there's new students, and then your English class, there's new students, and then a Spanish class with new students. But in Indonesia here, you always stay in the same room with the same students, and the teachers come to you. In America, you go to the teachers. So it means that you see different students during the day, and we also in America split classes by ability level. So especially with languages, if you're a beginner, you would maybe be in like Spanish 1. If you're middle, Spanish 2. If you're higher level, Spanish 3. But here, everyone is in the same class. So sometimes there's, like for English, you guys are all very good at English, but some people in your class are not as good. So there's a very wide range.
Okay.
Sometimes it's hard to teach everybody. Because if there's an activity that's like at your level, it's way too hard for some people. But if it's at their level, then it's way too easy for you guys. So that's one of the big differences.
Okay. That's a very good question, Billy. Okay, that was all about our small talk with Mr. Charlie. So, when will you leave, by the way?
Next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday.
Wednesday, yeah.
Okay. So I hope in your trip you will be safe.
Thanks.
Yeah. I mean, like, will you go US directly, or maybe you will go?
On Wednesday, I go to Jakarta first, and then I'm going to the Philippines.
Philippines.
before
Yeah.
I go, yeah.
I heard a student of mine say that
Yeah.
he will go to Philippines. Okay, that's all. So please like this video and subscribe and share if you find this video benefit for you. Okay, thank you. Bye bye. Alpha generation.
We are the best generation.